patient. I'm a doctor, not a bricklayer.
How's it, guys? Travis from Ostrich Longneck here. Well, I've got the deck of the one ship glued into place. The next one is the main ship which I'm building. I've got to glue that one's deck in place. I'm just going to show you what I have to do, but I'm not going to actually do it on camera because it is quite a bit of a pain to get all the sides open. The sides are going to be like that, and then the deck's supposed to lower in like that, but what's happening is the deck's actually doing more of something like that. So you got to put it in and push these two aside to get the whole deck area in, and that's a bit of a pain. But anyway, I'll show you what I mean in a second, and then I will do that off camera. And once that's done, then we can start painting the decks and everything. Anyway, I'll be back now, guys. Be back now. Okay guys, the next part we got to do before we can put on the deck is these little guns must be glued inside there. So I must just put some glue down, but I just realized, never mind, found them right in front of me and I couldn't see them. Okay, first thing I've got to do is put some glue here, and then put this through and glue it in place. Once that's done, I'll put a little bit of paint on top where I cut it off. And it didn't go into place. Oh, come on. Okay, that's one in place. Now the same on the other side. And then I've just got to do a touch up with some paint on the top, even though you won't see any of it. And it just keeps wanting to slip out of the tweezers. Okay, there we go. Okay, I'm going to put that aside now and let that dry a little bit. But before I do that, let me zoom out so you can see better. Okay, this piece must go inside there. As you can see, you've got to put that in like that. Then this piece over here has got to go underneath these little flaps. And this on the side. There we go. As you can see, that's too narrow, so you've got to take a knife or something, pull it apart and get that so it can go in on each side. So that's why I say that I'm not going to do on camera. There's little places where this has got to rest against. Over there, there, little tabs, and you can't see what I'm talking about. Anyway, guys, all along the edges, little tabs over there and there, all along like that, where the ship's got to rest against. So this piece is what's giving me the problem. It actually bends in a little bit, but anyway, guys, when I come back, the top of the ship will be in place and it will all be done. be back now. Okay guys, the next part I'm going to put on is the two sides here, then the very next piece and the next piece. This is the part here, that is part number 33, and that must go in place over here like that, and my camera has to go out of focus. Oh, come on, into focus, not worse. Okay, sorry about that guys. So that's got to go into there like that. And quickly get a hold of the glue and quickly put it in place. Okay, well that's busy drying. I've now got to look for the next part, which is number 24. 24, found it. This will be the last of these parts I put in. That goes into this long section here. And it just don't want to go into place. The fun of model building. Sorry, this cameraman just won't stay in focus. As soon as something moves in front of it, it decides, okay, let's focus on that instead. Anyway, this piece seems to be giving me some trouble. That's where that one's got to go. In over there. It just doesn't seem to want to go in. Okay, there we go. Managed to convince it. And let's quickly start getting the glue down. Then the rest of it I'll do off camera. Okay guys, that's pretty much it. I've got the other sides to do and then just this little one over here. So I'll be back now. See you guys in a minute. Okay guys, we're going to quickly put this stuff together. This is the bridge of the ship. So let's quickly put the first two pieces together. Oops, I almost lose it. I'm just trying to get the focal point nicely. There we go. Just come out. First part's done. that. And the next part is in here. Like that. And this one wants to, there we go. Like that. Sorry, it's gone out of focus. Okay, so there's that part now together like that. Oh, that's still busy drying and it's not too dry. I need to drop this piece in the top there and knock it down. That will help with keeping it square. Good, it won't fall out. Now I can use some of my quick drying cement. And just pull that in around the edges. Okay, let's put a little bit more. That should be nicely in place, and that's it. That's that piece done. Now that goes onto the front of the ship. Okay, so I'm going to let that little piece dry now. And then there's one little piece that goes, oh, stupid camera. Sorry about that. There's one little piece that goes in front. Yeah. Anyway guys, that's it for now. I'll be back now when I find that little part and glue it in place. So that's the bridge area sort of done. Be back now. Okay guys, I'm now going to glue this piece here. I glued the little piece in there. It's so small I didn't bother videotaping it. Next I'm going to glue this part over there like that. So let's quickly get the glue in place and glue it. Put some glue down on top of that piece and over here. And there we go guys and girls. The bridge is on the ship. Now the only difference between this ship and the other one I'm building is I've already built the funnels and glued those in place as well, which I haven't done here yet. So next I'm going to prime all of this. I haven't decided if I'm going to do the funnels yet. I might. Once that's all done, then we can start painting, put on the primer and start getting all the different colors down. Anyway guys, that's it for now. Be back now. Okay guys, I'm now going to be painting the front of the ship here and there. Because the ship's so small, all this stuff on the middle here and over there, all that I'm going to paint by hand. I'm not going to paint any of that with the airbrush because it's a bit of a pain getting in there. The other ship, I've still got some touch-ups to do, but I'll quickly show you what she looks like. That's as far as I'm with that one already. This color, I don't know if it's exactly right. It's supposed to be a rust with white, but this brown was the closest I could find to the rust color. And that over there is supposed to be some sort of yellow. I can't remember what it's called. The problem is it's a Revell kit, so they give you the paint numbers for their own paint. Now when you go from Revell, like in the one color, let me just quickly get the book for you. It is as you can see what it says over there. Unfortunately I just can't see it nicely. Dusty grey matte or something like that, I think. Dust grey matte number 77. This is, and you take their chart, which you can find on the internet and download it. In the Tamiya, it's called something completely different. But the problem is not all the colors which they give you in the Revell have an equivalent in Tamiya. So a lot of the stuff I have to look at the color on the internet and say, okay, this is the closest I can find, and then paint it with that. But this, according to the Revell paint guide, paint chart, this is now the right color. Anyway guys, enough of that nonsense. Sorry about the compressor. I'm going to spray this part here and the front part of the ship, the bow and the stern. Okay, let's quickly get painting. Sorry about the noise. Okay guys, that's it for now. When I come back, I'll try and mask these pieces off here and then spray paint the inside there. Once that's done, then I will paint all of this by hand. Anyway guys, that's something for now. Be back now. Okay guys, I'm now going to spray that middle part. The back and the front of the ship is now done. And the camera has to go out of focus. Sorry about that. Now I'm going to be spraying the actual decking, all the stuff on the inside and the bridge and all that I'll paint by hand, because I just find that it's a little bit small for me to try and mask all that off nicely, so I decided it's easier just for me to paint it and do touch-ups. Okay guys, here we go. Quickly paint all that. Sorry about the noise. Okay guys, when I come back I'll be starting to paint this and assembling the funnels that go on top. Be back now. Okay guys, I'm not going to do much painting. I'm just going to paint a little bit on this area here. When I looked on the internet, it said the color I need to paint the ship is FX18. I don't know if this is the right color. It could be wrong, but I'm happy with it. So I'm not too bothered if this is the wrong color. Okay. I could circle to get masking tape inside all of those crevices and paint everything, but if you're careful enough you can paint it and then just go in and touch up if there's any problems. So I'm not in the mood to go and mask all that off, so I'm just gonna paint it by hand. So anyway, I'm gonna try to keep this in focus and not block it too much, but yeah, I'll show you a little bit of this off camera, and then as I say, I'll on camera, and then the rest of this I'll do off camera. Anyway guys, that's what the color is. When I come back, all of this will be painted, and then we will be starting to put on our funnels. Okay, guys, I'm going to paint the rest of this off camera because it's a little bit difficult for me to see nicely where the deck lining is. I have to use my enlargers so I can see what I'm doing. Anyway guys, when I come back, the ship will be painted that color and we'll be moving on to the next spot. Be back now. Okay guys, I'm now going to cut off one of each of these and glue it to the opposite one, and then paint it on the sprue, then cut it off, glue it on, and then just do some touch-ups on where I've cut it. This one over here, I'm just going to cut the middle out, paint it, glue it on deck, and then just touch up where I need to. So, let's cut that off, turn it over. That. Drop that on top like that, and that's it. on this one over here, all I have to do is just clip off that, and that, paint it, clip it off, and then glue it onto the front of the ship. Okay guys, when I come back, all of that will be done. I don't want to bore you on doing the same thing 3 times over. So that's it for now guys. When I come back, we'll quickly paint 1 or 2 of these little gadgets. Once the paint's dry, then we'll glue it onto the deck. I did do a little bit of painting on the front of the ship, just these little small ones here. And at the back also too. I'm just going to paint this over here off camera because it's so small. Every time I get to paint around it, I'm just going to get in the camera's way. Anyway guys, that's it for now. Be back now. Okay guys, I'm quickly going to paint these 3 here. They go on top of the funnels. The funnels are already painted. So once I cut them off, I just got to clean them up, and that piece which is like a breakwater for the front of the ship, that's all painted. Now just giving that a chance to dry, then we can glue it on, and then right at the end we can glue those 3 on top of it, on the smokestacks or funnels, or however you want to pronounce it. As far as I know, the corrections is funnels, but some people call them smokestacks. Okay guys, the color I'm using for those is XF63. So let's quickly these are small parts, so they go pretty fast. Bigger items obviously will take a lot more time. There is some little items which I won't be showing on camera painting, like these little anchors. They're just way too small. So there will be a couple of things I won't show go onto the ship or be painted. Also, just, as I say, they're just too small. And a bit of a pain. And there we go guys, that's those parts painted. You can put them aside. And zoom out a little bit. Anyway guys, next we're going to put the funnels on the ship. There. Yeah, I think it's there and there. That's where the funnels are going to go. And there's a little piece I still got to put in there, that's the same as this piece in front here. Next I'm going to be painting that area over there. Anyway guys, that I'm going to do off camera, so when I come back we'll be ready to put on the front, the funnels, and this little gadget that goes over here, which I think is a type of breakwater, so when your bow gets waves going over it, it runs off the side and not straight down the deck. Anyway guys, be back now. Okay guys, we're going to now quickly glue the funnels in place. Okay guys, there we go. The 3 funnels are in position. The last piece which we got to do is just this front piece. And then it's just a little bit of touch-ups, because in some places it didn't take very nicely. So when I come back, I'll have done all the touch-ups which I need to do, and we'll be on to the next part. Just want to go into place. Okay guys, there we go. Be back now. Okay guys, you're most probably wondering why I've got the masking tape on this ship once that part has already been painted. The reason is I used completely the wrong color. Well, on the internet when I looked at the models, they looked like a dark gray like this, so I thought when I found the paint color it was right. But now that I've got this Revell paint chart and I went and checked the color for that, it is actually 19, not 18. So it made a big mistake. It is a light grey, not a dark grey. So I'm going to be redoing all the pieces that has been painted the 18. There's something blue or something like that, I can't remember the name now. That's why I have got it on camera. I accidentally made a mistake. If I can, I will put the link to the Revell paint chart where it gives you the different equivalents of that color on, and then you can go download that. It's a PDF and then you can use it yourself. So if you need a number 9 Revell paint, you can see what the equivalent is in Umbra, Tamiya, and there's another paint. Anyway guys, I'm just going to show you a little bit of what I'm doing here. Sorry for the noise. Now I'm going to try and spray it that way so I don't get it on the deck, because I can't mask all that off. Okay guys, as you can see the color's changing now, but I'm going to do that a couple light coats over and over again. Over here, if it gets overspray, I'm not bothered because all of that stuff on the top is going to be repainted anyway. So guys, that's a bit of a mistake I made on this ship, and on the other one is I used the wrong hull colors. But anyway guys, I'm busy trying to fix that, so when I come back we'll be continuing with the rest of the ship. See you later. How's it guys? Okay, the parts I'm busy with now are these lifeboats. I've got to paint them on the inside and the top here. I've got to paint them brown. I've done quite a bit of work on the ship, small little things. One of the things is, as you can see, I've repainted the hull, painted it the wrong color. There is a Revell paint chart thing that tells you exactly which paints to use. Some of the paints, like the brown, it wants a matte brown, but they don't have a matte brown in Tamiya, so I'm just going to use plain normal brown. But I've put this in the front on, I've put this here, I put the anchors, I put the guns, I put this piece on here, I put the little wheel here at the back, little gadget here and here, put this thing on, I put these bigger guns on. So I've done quite a bit of little things, the anchors in place. So all the small little things I'm going to basically, which is hard to do while on camera because they're quite small. So I put all that on. I'm going to do one or two of these little boats, so just got to get my stuff ready and then I'll be back now. Be back in a second. Okay guys, I don't have too much time left on my camera, so I'm just going to paint one of the little boats. If you guys want a decent sprue cutter, try finding this one on eBay. It's pretty cheap and they're very nice. Anyway guys, enough about the sprue cutter. Let's okay, the sprue cutter I wanted for these little pieces on the side here. Nice and sharp, they give you a fairly clean cut. Just a little bit of trimming needs to be done there. Anyway guys, this video is being made today is the 31st of the 12th 2018, so tomorrow's New Year's Day, so it's a little bit late, but Happy New Year and Merry Christmas. I will say it again at the end of the video, but anyway guys, I hope you all enjoyed your Christmas and got everything you wanted. And at the end of the video I'll be showing you my Christmas present, which I got from my friend Trevor. I don't know the company that makes it, but Aussie Trekkies got the same well, not the same kit, but same company. He's got a model made by them. He bought that model, it looked like 2 years ago when he did the unboxing. He bought the Ark Royal World War II aircraft carrier. And my friend Trevor just bought me the USS Enterprise CV6, the big E from World War II, but I will show you that all at the end of the video. It is an absolutely beautiful 1:350 scale model kit. If anybody wants a nice big aircraft carrier, he bought it on Amazon. Go over to Amazon or check eBay for the kit. It's really worth it. It even comes with the photo etch part. Anyway guys, as you can see, that's what I've got to now do to all of the lifeboats. One of these will also be the captain's launch. Now what a difference is between a captain's launch and a lifeboat is the captain's launch is the boat he would take when he goes to shore. So if they pull into harbour or they anchor off shore, the captain will get into that boat and he'll go ashore with that. And of course when the ship sinks or something happens, then it's also being used as a lifeboat. Anyway guys, let me get finished with this. There's a lot of little parts on this which has to still go on, which I'll do off camera. And not too much further than this particular one's finished. As I said, I'm not going to build the other one on camera because it's basically the same ship. Once they're done, then I must just figure out what I can use for my water to do the base. Anyway guys, I'll be back later. See you now. Okay guys, there's the second ship. She's finished. I'm just busy clear coating her. Still got to put a bit of rust on. I'm not going to do too much on this one because in 1914 she was repainted, so I don't think she would have had that much rust down her sides. Anything below this black line should have no rust because that's where the water line will be, and the only things you'll find underneath the water will be particles and barnacles and sea stars and stuff like that might get stuck to the hull, but you won't find rust there because the rust will just get washed away from the water. Anyway guys, I'm going to go show you on the other ship a bit of the rust effect which I'm doing, and then I'm somewhere going to charge my camera at the same time. Be back now. Okay guys, as you can see I've done one side already. I've put some rust on. And this is quite an old ship, so should have quite a bit of rust on her. Now I'm going to show you just a little bit. What I do is I've got this Tamiya kit. It's got different colors. It's got a nice brown color. It comes with this little applicator, but I don't use it. This is a little bit really flimsy and really soft. So I use an earbud. Take a little bit out from your gadget, almost like putting on makeup. Okay, I'm going to turn this like this and reposition the camera so it just makes it easier for me. Okay, sorry about the light guys. I'm trying to make a new light to get more light here, but that's still work in progress. Then I go, okay, this little piece here might have a bit more rust underneath because that's a gathering area, and then just put on your rust as you want it. I'm trying not to go overboard with the rust. Some places dark, some places a bit light. Always go down from the top of the ship to the bottom, because if you think of it, water will run from top to bottom, it will run down the hull, so any rust will follow the flow of the water. Even though water runs past the ship like that, when it splashes on, it will always come down with gravity. At least that's the way I see it. I could be completely wrong, and that's not quite right, but at least that's the way I see it working. Anyway guys, you can already see the rust effect taking effect. And the other ship's gonna have some rust. I'm gonna try and make it not as much as this ship, because obviously this ship is older. Even though that ship is an old ship, it was repainted, unlike this one which wasn't repainted before World War I started. So there would be quite a bit more rust on her, unless they serviced her and dry docked her and repainted her, which, at least on the picture on the box, it doesn't look like any of that type of thing happened, because it can show quite a bit of rust. Another thing you can also use is a paintbrush. If you've got an old bucket paintbrush with a very nice fine point, then you can get much finer rust lines. If you guys can hear, my nose is a little bit on the blocked side, so sorry about that if I sound a little bit yucky. Okay guys, that's everything I'm going to do when it comes to the rust. Now what I am going to do, just on the top of the ship, is just try put a little bit, let me try refocus this, sorry about this guys. Way, and there we go. It's not easy seen with this camera. Okay, what I want to try to do is just take a little bit of this black soot, just cover the funnels a little bit. your smoke's going to be blowing different directions according to the wind. So the top part of your funnel is going to get a little bit of smoke. A little bit dirty and yucky. Okay, so that's it for now. I'm going to just go to the other side and do a little bit of that. Be back now. Okay guys, the two ships are basically finished. This one over here, I've just got to do a bit of rust on it. Then that one's finished. That one's already finished. And how nicely you can see the rust on the ship. In a few seconds I'll go and explain how I did the flags. So give me a second guys and I'll be back now. Okay guys, as you can see there's a bit of tin foil line in front of me. It's all crumpled, folded nicely, but basically quite crumpled up. Now I like it when it's a little bit crumpled like this. What I do is I'm just going to take a little corner off here, measure out how wide your flag is. So let's say the flag is that wide. You'll take a piece off like that. Fold your stuff back up so you can pack it away nicely. Then all I do is just give it a bit of a wipe. Get it as straight as you can without taking out too much of the wrinkles. So, like that. Then what you do is you take your decal, put it in the water as normal. Take the decal out, slide it onto here. Get it nice and even, nice and smooth onto this. Dab it with some toilet paper to get as much water off. Then you take your decal solution, paint your decal with it, get it nice and wet, and carefully of course lift your tin foil up, put it somewhere where you can leave it so it can dry nicely. Then what happens is your decal will take all these little wrinkles and stuff, it will take that form. Once you're done, you cut your, okay, with a pair of nice sharp scissors, you cut your flag to size. Let's say, argument's sake, that's the flag there. You cut it to size like that. Then you find the middle and fold your flag over. Now that is your middle of the flag, that is where your rope's gonna go, your string. Then I open it up again like that, just keeping a nice mark where the rope is gonna go. Then I take some canopy glue, which is water-based, any water-based type glue, and I just paint it on in there. Once that's inside, I put it into the rope, either loose or on the ship already, depending on how you're going to do it. Put that down and push it nicely down so it can take. Once that's done, Then you can take this piece, because it's now got all the nice little wrinkles, so it'll look like the fabric's creasing, and then you just put in your folds and stuff. You can flick out a corner like that, and there you go. You basically got your flag waving in the wind. Or if you want your flag not waving in the wind and there's no wind, you can just take your flag and let it droop like that. But it's a little bit easier if you just make it, especially if the ship's sailing, you make it like that in a bit of a S-type shape that it's busy flapping in the wind. Anyway guys, that's how I did the flags on the two ships, in case anybody was wondering. Okay guys, let's get back to that's it. That's how I did my flags. So I hope you guys can use that technique. If you go to your model shop, you can also buy actual material flags. They sometimes are nice, especially if you're building a big scale ship, like a 1:92 scale or 1:72 scale type Cutty Sark or something. Those type of flags actually look more realistic. This is nice for a small scale, like a 1:350 scale aircraft carrier or something like that, where the flags are really small. You can get material flags. It's just these work out nicer because you can make them look like they're flapping in the wind. With material flags you can't really do that. But if you're building a bigger scale model and you want to get nice flags, you can get them. Anyway, that's it for now. This is the final segment of the model build. I still have to get to the model shop and see how much the water effect is going to cost, and try to figure out how I'm going to do that. So my next video after this one will be an unboxing video, and that will be the USS Enterprise CV6, the World War II aircraft carrier, also known as the Big E. Anyway guys, I'll give you some more information on that ship when we build it. It's an unknown company that I don't know about, but other than their decals, not decals, their instructions not being as informative as I would like. They don't show you step by step, okay, paint this piece this color, paint that color, because your flight deck, they don't tell you what color to paint it. They give you a nice diagram of the ship, but they don't show, okay, yeah, paint this color. So I'm a bit confused about that. I know Aussie Trekkie, he's got the HMS Ark Royal, beautiful looking aircraft carrier. He moans and says it's the aircraft carrier doesn't look too nice to him. It's a beautiful looking aircraft carrier in my opinion. And hey Aussie, if you watch this video and you don't like the aircraft carrier, send it to me, I'll build it in a heartbeat. I just want to give a shout out to an awesome model builder. Go look up his channel. He does everything. He builds a lot of Churchill World War II tanks and very small scale ships like these ones which I built, but actually smaller in scale. These things are 1:350 scale. He builds 1:700, and they turn out absolutely beautiful. Amazing models which he's built so far. Go take a look at him. He's, if I remember his name right, it's Allwood Modeler. I'll try put a description to his channel in the description of this video. Go watch him. He's an awesome guy, builds absolutely beautiful model kits. His Churchill tanks are out of this world. They are beautiful, magnificently built, and he builds some of them at work. Puts the kit together, spray paints it, and it's done. Wow, looks like a professional built it, in my opinion. Absolutely beautiful model builds. So guys, if you don't know about him, go take a look at his model channel. Absolutely beautiful. Anyway guys, that's it for now. I'll see you in the next video, which, as I said, will be the unboxing, and then as soon as I can I will put up the last video in this series. I don't know how long it will be, if it will be 1 or 2 more, but that will be the building of the diorama. Anyway guys, that's it for now. Live long and prosperous, and happy modeling. Cheers.